Hello and welcome to the Test Pit. Today we are video reviewing, because that's a modern thing to do, LEGO Star Wars ATTE set number 75019. Look at it, look at the size of that box. We love a big solid LEGO box. It's for ages 9 to 14. It comes in 794 pieces. It is, of course, the ATTE, the All-Terrain Tactical Enforcer, first seen in Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. This is one of the things that they would do the attacking in. It's also seen a lot in Star Wars, the Clone Wars TV show, which you know we are a big fan of here on the Test Pit. Look at it, look at it, I love it, it's very exciting. We're going to take a look at it. Here is itself. I'm going to grab it, bringing it closer. That is the finished model, the ATTE. Look at it, it's a beautiful model. A nice, big, chunky, solid LEGO model. We're going to be looking at a few of the features of it, going through it, also look at the minifigures as well. In terms of a build, obviously we're building this as adult men, do excuse us, but it took us about 2.5 hours to put all this together. 2.5 hours for that. We did it in 2 sessions, because we didn't want to get too excited. So 2.5 hours for that. Of course, nearly 800 pieces, so it did take a little bit of time. It was quite a difficult build. A lot of tricky little pieces in there. A lot of fiddly bits, especially with sort of the feet to do. The legs, obviously there are 6 legs on that, which are all posable. And of course the gun turrets and the cannon. So it was quite tricky, even, as I say, for adult men. So if you're buying this for a child, do bear that in mind, that it might take them a little bit of time, but it was still an incredibly fun build. We loved it. Look at that, we took some photos while we were at it. This sort of shows you how, when putting it together, you've got the kind of the pieces, big chunky pieces in the center, a very, very solid base underneath these armor plates and the legs. So very solid base, lots of small little fiddly pieces, lots of Technic pieces as well in the center. Also right at the front, what built the cockpit here. Again, lots of chunky blocks, very solid, very sturdy feeling model before the armor plates go on. But like we say, it was a great deal of fun. It is all very, very cleverly designed. A few features in the actual design that we're really happy with. You might have seen us there actually using this feature here. Look at that. That's the little carry handle. In the core of the model under here, there's a lot of Technic pieces which are used, because really there is no other way to pick this up. It is very, very fiddly. To be honest, some of these elements are also quite fragile. We'll look at them again in just a moment. So you don't want to be picking them up using those fragile elements there. So having this Technic carry handle really is a godsend. Look at that. You can pick it up. You just know that it's not going to fall apart on you as you put it down like that. Also, we mentioned the legs. The legs are very sturdy, even though they're made of quite sort of delicate pieces, and they're all posable. If we pick it up, you can see how they wobble about, so you can set it down and you can put these in different positions so the actual vehicle can walk, which is something we really do like. Another feature, obviously because this is designed to scale to fit minifigures to go in there, is this here. There's no sort of trapdoors or fiddly bits to get the minifigure in or out of the cockpit. What there is a really lovely slide out function. Look at that. Again, a really solid, good piece of Lego. Chair there for the minifigure clone pilot. Get in focus, come on. And it's a really lovely solid bit, and it just slides effortlessly in there and locks in quite sturdy. So a really, really well designed model. They've really thought about this. So in terms of the build, it was a great build with those little things, because it comes together at the end. You don't really know what you're building. Like I say, you're just left with something quite weird looking like that until the very end when you get this superb model. Now, in terms of play features, something that the younger builders may be a bit more interested in, it has a lot going on. It's great. Let's look at these guns for a start. These are all jointed on balls. Look at that. They're nice and sturdy, nice and solid, so you can put them in all different positions. Just like on the box. There we go. There's 6 of them, 2 at the back as well. And we really, really like these because they're made out of 2 separate pieces of Lego. You can see the join just there. Now, though those 2 pieces of Lego aren't actually fitted together, they're just pushed and held together by this casing, which makes a really, really firm, nice, steady thing. Look at that, fantastic. Really, really happy with that. We like that. The cannon on top, again, it can spin all the way around, and it goes up and down. There's a seat back there for a minifigure, for the clone gunner. Interesting in that there's no studs in there to actually press the legs into, and the figure actually just fits on this plastic surround, but it fits very well. We'll show you that in a moment when we look at the minifigures. Also, the cannon comes with flick missiles, something that's quite popular in the Star Wars range. We're not massive fans of the flick missiles. Hang on. Go. Flick, go. Go. It's too tricky. It's too tricky. Oh, yeah. Stick it to the separatists, eh? Yeah, we're not very happy with the flick missiles, but to be honest, they do add a nice bit of bulk to the cannon that makes it look pretty good, so fair enough on that. Another play, hang on, put that back, we don't want to be messy. Another great play feature, actually, while we're looking at the cannon, is that the whole thing does actually open, so we can open this section up here. So you've got a nice little play area in there. You can put some models, bits and bobs, whatever you're doing as you're playing along. But also it does feature some additional flick missiles. Look at that. Different colours. Again, we're never too bothered about the flick missiles, but this is a nice sort of bit of an extra feature. So once you've fired those, you can put those in there. Let's close that back down. And also probably the best feature in terms of playing is how it opens at the back. Look at that, the whole thing does open up. You've got quite a nicely sized compartment in there. These things sort of move out of the way as well, so you can make the compartment bigger. Nice bit of room in there for your minifigures for playing. You've got little sort of things here to hold guns or lightsabers or whatever you want. Also in here comes a little box containing thermal detonators, so the minifigures can sort of throw these at the droids and blow them up and have all manner of fun. Let's close this back up. So in terms of play, there is a lot going on here. It is an actual play set as well as looking like an incredibly good model. So whether you're an older builder like us, you just want to sit that on your shelf and enjoy it, you can, or if you're younger, you do want to play with it, that's great. Also, in terms of the pieces, there are some lovely pieces in there. So if you're going to build that, look at it for a little bit, film a stupid video like this, and then dismantle it just for the pieces, there are some great ones. Like with Stone, there are really sort of solid chunky bits along here, the ball and the cannons, of course, and the legs are really good. But then, of course, you've also got these metal large plates, which are always great for building spaceships. And this is a really good set if you're wanting to build other kind of Republic Star Wars spaceships as well. One also play feature that we're really happy with, of course, is if this is the door in, how are your minifigures going to get in? Look, there's a ladder. Hey, we really like the ladder. It's a really thoughtful addition. They're obviously really thinking that people are going to be playing with this as well as just staring at it like a bunch of hapless idiot males like we are. So that folds up like that. It's really a really nice touch. So minifigures. Here are the minifigures. We weren't that impressed with the minifigures. What you get is you get Mace Windu, Samuel L. Jackson himself. Hi, Mace. You get Coleman Trebor, which is another Jedi Knight. We can't remember seeing him in any films. He might have been in the background. He might have been one of those kind of Jedi that are just sort of sitting around in the council. But he's got quite a unique head, so I think this figure's going to be very collectible. Our favourite minifigure is the Clone Trooper Commander. I think he's yellow, so it makes him a commander, with the two-part gun. He's lovely. We like him, and of course it makes sense if you've got a clone vehicle to have a clone. And then you get a couple of battle droids. One of them is got the yellow markings of a commander, which is fair enough. We're not fans at all of the battle droid minifigures. We never really like them. We just think they're a bit silly, to be honest. And of course, the legs don't separate. They're just a bit wishy-washy, and they're really tall compared to all the minifigures, so we don't really like those. What we would have liked in this set was more of these guys. We would have liked maybe 4 or 5 clones, so one to sit in the cannon, one in the cockpit, a couple in the rear section, and also then maybe a Jedi. It would have made sense to have Mace Windu, as he appears with the tanks quite a lot in the Clone Wars. Although Coleman Trebor is a nice addition with his weird head. Like I say, this one's going to be very collectible. We don't think he's appeared in this at all, really. I think this is the first time Coleman Trebor has appeared as a minifig, so he will be very collectible. Good reason to get the set if you do collect the minifigs. But like I said, we would have liked more clones, because of course this guy, yes, he will be able to fit into the pilot's thing, but who's going to sit on the cannon? Because I can't imagine Samuel L. Jackson doing that. He's too cool running around with his purple lightsaber to sit in a cannon. So it would have made sense to have more clones on the set, but still, Pretty good minifigures. We like Coleman, we like Mace, and the Commander with the 2-part gun, of course, is also going to be quite collectible. So overall, it is a really very good set. 75019 if you're searching for it. Ages 9 to 14, just under 800 pieces. And let's be honest, it does actually look like an ATTE from the TV show and the films. I think this is about the 4th or 5th ATTE that LEGO have released, and this is by far the best. One little point you may have noticed. Compared to the image here and here, we've not put the stickers on. That's because we hate stickers. LEGO. We've got a lovely, nice printed piece here. Why can't we have more printed pieces here, especially with the sort of Republic insignia on there? So we are never going to put stickers on our models. And like I say, we do take them apart and use the pieces for other models, which would be a bit silly having stickers on there. So more printed pieces, please, LEGO. Less silly stickers to put on there. So that is a message to LEGO. One other thing that we kind of don't like about this is if we can very carefully pick it up. The underside is pretty hollow, if you can see like that. There's no underplate, so you can see the internal workings from below. So once you're inside there playing, there is a bit of a gap, so you can see straight through. We would have liked a couple of plates under there, just to sort of make it a bit more sturdy, and also just for, in terms of the kids playing, they're going to have a bit more of a substantial model, and it's going to be a bit more believable for them to play. So we would have liked some nice pieces under there. But like we say, the pieces that there are, it's a good, sturdy model. It's really, really well built. It's solid. We like it. And of course, the carry handle is a fantastic addition. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to move this thing about. So yeah, some better pieces, please. And also some more clones for Yellow to play with. So that's it. That's the LEGO Star Wars number 75019, the ATTE. It's around £80, although obviously prices will obviously drop. This is £80 at the time of the set's coming out. I think it's only been out a few weeks that we're doing this review. Check out our other LEGO reviews. They'll be underneath this video on the website, or if you're watching this on YouTube, visit www.thetestpit.com. We've got lots of other things on the site, reviewing new things every week, so go along there. So in the meantime, it just leaves to say, yo, I'm a mean mofo, buy this LEGO, okay? Okay, thanks mate.